Emeritus, and he was head of the
He was
bishops.
the former president of the Bishops' Conference, United States Catholic Bishops' Conference, and that is the body that makes the policies for the Catholic Church throughout the United States. Bishop Fiorenza has been retired now for about 2.5 years. He is the emeritus.
How are you? Thank you for giving us time. Thank you.
Good. This is Haley.
Haley, nice to meet you.
And Archbishop, thank you so much for giving us time. Our friend Father Nesti is our host in Houston. He's arranged some wonderful meetings, and we were delighted that you've given us time, and we are looking forward to talking to you because we would share your wisdom in the book and on film.
I'm a son of an immigrant. My father came from Italy, and my mother's my mother's father also came from Italy. So I'm Italian-born, Sicilian, born in Texas here, not too far from Houston, Beaumont. Grew up in a neighborhood that was we call a mixed neighborhood. Many other people there who weren't Catholics. I don't remember meeting any Muslims in my childhood, but we was raised near an African American neighborhood. So I came up growing up with both African American children and Protestant children.
The first question we usually ask is, what is American identity?
First of all, in a true democracy in which there is freedom of religion, and also many other basic freedoms which attend to the exercise of human rights. It's not the freedom to do whatever you want, but the freedom to do what is right, and freedom to do what is going to help develop your moral sense, not the freedom to debase yourself. I see myself as an American who enjoys the great benefits of the Republic, but also realize that we have a great responsibility on the world scene to be able to do our very best to, first of all, share our rich resources to help the nations of the world which are still struggling.
Because myself, I'm coming from the UK, and we face a similar issue. I think in a lot of our interfaith networks and conferences, we also talk about the worry of the threat not being so much that we don't talk between faiths, but the worry about religion and secularism, and that gap growing quite a bit. But this moves, I'm going to move on to the next question, which is, who are your role models?
The faith of Abraham is something that I find very, very powerful. And of course, and as a Christian, try to live after the life of Jesus Christ, I have some admiration for those politicians, not anyone in particular, but politicians who truly strive to promote the common good, not just of their own people, their own land, but try to seek to promote the peace throughout the whole world and respect for every human person. In history, I have the great admiration for Martin Luther King, of course, what he's done in this country to help this country to live up to its ideals, as a land of the free, and to live out the basic tenets of our independence and Constitution. We, in the religious community, know that we're all descendants of Abraham. Abraham is our father in faith. And I think that's a very powerful thing to keep in mind, that Abraham came to a knowledge of God before God called him to leave his own country. And God gave him the promise of a child. So Abraham was the first one who came to an understanding of the one true God amidst this whole pagan world. Those who believe in God as the one God are the descendants of Abraham, the children of Abraham. And so I think that needs to be emphasized much more than it has been. And I think that helps us then to see that the Jewish faith, the Islamic faith, and Christian faith, particularly, those three particularly, have this common origin. The primacy of God in our lives means also that we cannot show our love for God as an absolute unless we also are willing to be totally open to loving one another and respecting one another. From the point of view of the Christians anyway, from my point of view, we don't know enough about the Quran. We only hear a lot of, I think, myths about it. And we don't know the great moral teaching that is there. And I believe that has to be far better emphasized. The only thing in the public forum is some of the hyperboles about what the Quran teaches and doesn't teach. But once we can have a better understanding of the true message that God revealed to Muhammad, then we have a much better respect for one another in our religious faith. Your project is certainly, I think, something that is very pleasing to God, above all. God, the Father of us all. And it's truly a work of God, and I think that is evident in your desire to bring together the people of the world in greater love and respect for one another. So we ask the God of all, the God of our father Abraham, to send his abundant blessings upon this work that you've undertaken it with great love and great perseverance and great patience, and that God will give you the power of his grace to see it through so that it will be made available to the world to help this old world of ours to come to know one another much better, to come to love truly each other more deeply, and to have that profound respect for all peoples that God, the Father of us all, calls us to have, because he is our Father. And I pray that the God of us all will give his powerful blessings, that this project will soon be made available and will bring his blessings to all who come to know it.